Reading with Lynn, January 2024 read. I would start off with She, You and I by Sally Keeble. I could not put this book down. I had it on my Kindle, and everywhere I went, like on the bus, by the bus stop, in uni, where before a lecture starts, I would always tend to read this, and I just loved every single bit of it. It was a very emotional family read. So, She, You and I by Sally Keeble is a January 2024 read of Reading with Lynn. Another read is, now, any history fans who love history, or any Prince Tudor fans, I recommend. Leah Toole has written 3 books: The Saddest Princess, second, Haunted Queen, and the third, The Puppet King. And she has mentioned that some of the things at the end of the story, she has mentioned most of the things are fictionalized. Some things are true, but some are fiction. And I would recommend it if you're a fan of history, a fan of the Tudors, or even a fan of any of the Tudor sibling, Mary, Elizabeth, Edward. I recommend these 3 books. There's another book. It's not sort of a history book. It is based around the Tudor era. Well, it's at the beginning. It's based on. It's based in during the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic, when everyone was in lockdown, and this is called The Apple. But then something transports the main character to the Tudor era, and this book is called The Apple and the Tree by Clennie Bennet. I hope I said the name right. I'm bad with names, but I recommend if you want to read, if you're interested in the Tudor, you can read Leah Toole's books, The Haunted Queen, The Saddest Prince, and The Puppet King. I just said the other 2 books wrong way around, because the first book is The Saddest Princess. But anyway, those and The Apple and the Tree by Clennie Bennet. Also, again, I mentioned at the beginning of an emotional family read, and then like something about the Tudor history or fictionalized in the Tudor history. Now, this one is for crime and thriller fans who are fans of crime and thriller. I recommend Tana French, The Searcher. It's also one of my 2024 read. Now, if you're also a fan of The Searcher, I would also recommend 3 other books, like Keeper of Secrets by Linda Stacy, Shadows of the Past by June Francis, and Joanna Bell, The Bobby Girl Secrets. Now, most of them are on crime and thriller. If you like The Searcher by Tana French, any murder mysteries, I would recommend reading The Maid. The Maid is such a good book, and The Maid is one I found also on the Queen's Reading Room, Camilla's online book club. Totally forgot to mention Mona Lisa. I know it's actually a memoir, but yeah, I would call it biography, since Mona Lisa didn't write it herself. It was Natasha Solomon who wrote I Am Mona Lisa, and she writes it on more on Mona Lisa's perspective and her Mona Lisa's relationship with Leonardo da Vinci, the artist who drew her, and many others who went to visit Mona Lisa in the art gallery in Paris, France. So I recommend that. And there's another memoir I've read, well, sort of memoir. It's My Family and Other Animals by Gerald Durrell. I first came across Gerald Durrell on the Queen's Reading Room, and she has Her Majesty the Queen has also recommended this on her book club. And when I first saw this book in the library, I instantly thought, oh wait, is that another book Camilla recommended? And I thought I need to go borrow it and read it through, and I loved everything a bit of it. I even recommended it to one of my friends, and she loved it, and she would say, I even said, if I finish this book and I'm going to give it back to the library, she can go and borrow it from the library. So I was like, it's really nice of friends who do read and different types of books to recommend like books.